We've had several days without temperatures above freezing, and that's created a lot of challenges on the farm. Hi, my name's Nick, and welcome to the Riggin Farm YouTube channel. We've experienced temperatures between 5 degrees and 24 degrees for almost a week now. Last night we finally got some snow, which made the kids pretty happy, and they actually wanted to come out and play for once. It finally hit the low 40s today, and we have full sun, so that will make things easier going forward. The past several days have been quite challenging, but fortunately all of our animals survived these temperatures. Here on our North Georgia farm, this is pretty much as low as it's ever going to get, so if we can do well now, I know we're going to be fine in the future. The farm cats have been making some pretty darn cute paw prints in the snow. All of the animals have healthy appetites and still look forward to breakfast every morning. The chickens were still laying eggs when the temperature first started to drop, but if we didn't collect them within the first hour or so, they would freeze and crack. At least the pigs were able to enjoy those treats. The chickens stopped laying entirely a few days ago, but now that it's 44 degrees outside, we got one whole egg. A few of our pigs had been escaping our electric polywire fence, so we ended up putting them in this Premier One hog net in order to keep them secured. We were planning on expanding this area with an additional couple hundred feet of this hog net, but unfortunately the ground is frozen solid, so we can't use the stakes to secure the fence. The main problem with these freezing temperatures is providing water for our animals. We have several hoses that were frozen and couldn't be used, and even if that wasn't the case, all of the water in the waterers is frozen solid. We've been filling up 5-gallon buckets from the faucet on the front of our home and toting those to our animals. The dog's water dish is pretty easy to fill. The bird pool is frozen solid, so we've been pouring a little bit of water on there to ensure that they have something to drink. If we put more on there than they can drink within the first hour or so, it freezes solid, so we just give them a little at a time throughout the day. We've been partially filling up water bottles for our rabbits. If we fill them up all the way, the water will expand and crack the plastic. The pigs are much more difficult to deal with. Their 275-gallon IBC waterer has created the largest ice cube I've ever seen. We've been filling up these little rubber water dishes that we used when they were little throughout the day to make sure they have something to drink. They have a tendency to play with the water dishes when they're empty, or sometimes while they're still full of water, and they like to hide them in the woods, so we get to play a little game of hide and seek multiple times a day to give them water. They drink so much at a time that I typically have to make 2 trips with 2 5-gallon buckets so that I can fill up their water, replenish it once they drink it, and make sure they have a full dish when they're done. It has been relatively warm today, so hopefully with the full sun and higher temperatures, the waterers will start to thaw and they'll be able to work properly, so we don't have to continue this chore. At least I'm getting a pretty good workout carrying all these buckets of water. The day before the temperatures dropped below freezing, we put a second heater in the tank of our IBC chop and flip aquaponic system. We have both heaters set to 85 degrees, and even when it hit 6 degrees a few days ago, the water temperature was still in the mid-60s. These fish truly thrive in 75 to 85 degree weather, so when it was a little bit colder than that, they weren't eating quite as much. But today, the temperature is actually at 85 degrees, and they have an extremely healthy appetite and are continuing to grow. Please comment below if you have any questions about any of our animals during these freezing temperatures, or anything else here on Riggin Farm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.